Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our channel. My name is Stanley, and along with my wife Jen, we are the Crumbs in the Philippines. This morning, we're going to take a ride out to the Ibaan public market. It's a wet market. It's where we normally do most of our food shopping during the month, and we're going to include prices to all of the normal things that you'd normally buy so you can get a good idea of what it costs out at the public market. Come join us, and we'll see you on the other side. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We're at the market in Ibaan. It's a nice little drive south of our subdivision. That's the fresh fish section that you can see on the left there. This market is about 1/4 of the size of the one in Lipa City. It's never as crowded. It's much easier to get in and out of. There's no traffic on the road to get here. And the prices are actually just a little bit less here than they are in Lipa City. You find that in the smaller the market, the lower the prices for the most part. You can see there's a lot of fresh fish here. That's only one table. That first table that we passed by, that whole aisle was full of fresh fish. And a lot of fresh vegetables as well. Here's some of the prices that I found for the fish. You might have to pause it to check all of those prices out, but they're pretty decent. I mean, compared to what you're going to pay in a Walmart or an Albertsons or Safeway. One of the things that everyone loves about the Philippines is the abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables. And they are fresh and available year-round. 90% of all produce is grown locally in the Philippines. Only some of the rare items and fruits are imported in. Like, for example, the navel oranges that you normally buy are coming in from Australia. Fresh chicken, always killed like right before the market opens and dressed out. Here's the prices you can get at the market. Sometimes you can get a little bit better price for chicken at the SM grocery, which is where we actually buy chicken. But it's not as fresh as it is here at the market. As you can see, not nearly as crowded here. Our regular guy that we buy pork from, he's not here today, so we're going to have to go to one of his friends. The guy that we normally go to, his name is Efren. And every time he has a really nice pig that he's killed, he gives us a call and we come in, and that's when we buy our pork. We normally buy about usually 8 to 10 kilograms of pork every month. And Efren always gives us a really good price. So rather than all the various prices for the different cuts of pork, which is how they normally sell it here. I'll show you a menu here in a minute. But he just gives us like a flat rate. And this guy did the same for us here today as well. And it works out to be pretty good. He actually even knocked 120 pesos off the total at the end. He was a really nice guy. But you can see how fresh the pork is. And those ribs that he's cutting, they're like very loaded with meat. It's almost like pork chops whenever we buy ribs here. They're delicious. I think we're going to have ribs for dinner tonight. But this guy's very skilled, and we bought some pork shoulder. We bought some tenderloin, and then we bought 3 packages of ribs, which came out to be like 8 kilos for the ribs. Or 4 kilograms, 8 pounds for the ribs. As always, nice, friendly folks in the market. But one of the things about going to the public market in the Philippines, you can buy just about everything you need to sustain yourself at the public market. As you'll see later when we're walking around, that you can buy clothing, shorts, underwear, socks, toiletries, deodorant, pots and pans, toys for the kids, just about swimsuits, shoes, everything you can think of, cell phone accessories, and it's all pretty cheap. I know if I get lucky enough to find a t-shirt my size, I mean, the t-shirts, they only cost about 50 to 60 pesos each. I mean, that's $1 for a t-shirt, then they're brand new. But they don't always have large sizes. If you're bigger than the average Filipino, sometimes you have to go to a big shopping mall in order to find what you're looking for. These are the prices for pork. They normally run about 280 to 340 pesos, depending on the cut of meat that you buy. But Jen always works these vendors really well, and we come to this place at least twice a month. We've been coming here for more than a year now, so they all know us here, but not a lot of foreigners in Ibaan. As I was saying, you can buy just about anything in here. You walk down these aisles, and it just, every time that I come here, I see something that I didn't see the time before. Hats. I've actually bought socks and underwear here before, and it was very, very cheap. Alrighty. I'm going to play a song or two and probably come back with some commentary here in about 5 or 6 minutes or so and let you take in some of this. And every time we hit a different section of the market, there you'll see a price board up that'll show you some average prices. These are all prices from today at the market. All of the fruit stands and just a couple of vegetable stands. The vendors are outside on the street. This is a look at it right here. And I buy a lot of fruit in here as well. It's very fresh, as always. And here's some of the prices for today that they had for the fruit inside the tent there. Pretty nice stuff. So anyway, I'll be back to talk with you guys here in just a few minutes. And as always, we super appreciate you guys that watch these videos and those of you that take the time to subscribe. We really appreciate it, and we'll always try to do our best to give you stuff that's relevant and interesting and that might help you if you're actually considering coming here. Just like some good advice on dried fish that you're about to see right here. If you have a wife or girlfriend that likes dried fish, make sure they cook it outside. This stuff smells rough whenever it's cooked. They like to fry it, and the odor it's quite unique. I can at least say that. And I don't really care for the taste myself, but Jen likes it, and most Filipinos like it quite a bit. So anyway, I'll talk to you in a few minutes. If you're still here with us, we appreciate it. There's a whole bunch of shops and stores and restaurants all around the outside of the market here. There's another nice lady right there. We talked to her for a few minutes. We're about to walk back to the rice vendor and buy a 5 kilogram bag of rice, which will last us about a month and a half. I only eat a half a cup of rice at a meal where we have rice. Jen usually eats about a full cup at a meal. But I mean, it's definitely a staple of life in the Philippines. And there are so many different varieties and prices and qualities of rice. They are true connoisseurs of rice, I can tell you. And I can tell the difference between the quality of the rice as the price goes down. You can tell a big difference. The rice that we buy is jasmine. It's pretty nice, but it's not the most expensive rice you can buy, but it's in the mid range, about 48 pesos per kilogram. And then as we take another walk into the back part of the market, where the non-food items are, you can kind of get a look at the clothing and the accessories and utensils and cookware and stuff that they have back there. It's all very cheap. We bought a lot of stuff back in here that we use at home. Our big wok pan that Jen cooks in almost every day, we bought here. We bought our rice cooker here. And right now we're actually looking for an insert for our rice cooker. The one that we have is just about worn completely out, so we have to look for another one. I'm not exactly confident we're going to find it here at this market, but it is possible, though. We're going to give it a shot back here. While we're walking back there, I want to take a moment to just let you know that the lighting inside of this market today just wreaked havoc with my camera. The focus and the light changes and everything. I hope that didn't bother any of you guys too bad. I could see it when I was filming, and I almost considered not putting this video up, but since I took the time to go around and get all the prices, and I knew that everybody was interested in that, and I wanted to make sure to get that out. So I went ahead and uploaded this video anyway, so you could at least see what the prices were on this day in the Ibaan market. Jen is going to talk to this vendor right up here, and if he doesn't have it, then we're not going to be able to find it here in this store. But you can see I've actually found clothes that fit me in here before. You just have to go through and talk to all the vendors, and they'll bend over backwards to try to find something for you because they definitely want to sell it. Everybody's always interested whenever they see that video camera. And these truly are some warm and friendly people. Any one of them you could just stop and have a conversation with them at any time. But, I mean, there you go. Toys, brooms, dustpans, just everything you can think of you can buy here. I mean, no shortage of anything. So anyways, guys, I have a video plan that I'm going to work on either later today or tomorrow. That is the topic will be how to find a rental in the Philippines, an apartment, a house, a condo, whatever you're looking for. And I'll walk through that entire process and give you a little bit of my experience, the way that I went about it before I came to the Philippines. And then also I'll give you some ideas of what you can do if you already in the Philippines and you're still looking for a place once you get here. So keep your eye open for that video. Hopefully I'll be able to continue to improve the quality of the actual experience of the video. That's the only part that I'm really not happy with, is my video quality, and I'm really got to work on that, and I'm gonna start putting a little bit more effort into that. I got a gimbal, and I'm hoping that's gonna help. But anyways, guys, until next time, we'll see you later.